Hey everyone. So I'm on another adventure this week, and this week has to do with my hair. Um, Taking it out right now so you can kind of see it. So I've been looking into, as it's known colloquially, the No Poo movement, which I know sounds kind of strange, but it's essentially just people who think that shampoo, in one way or another, is a little bit of a scam. So I've had a lot of issues with my scalp. I have really issuey skin. I have eczema. I have dandruff. I have all of that. So I have decided to maybe give this a try. After I watched a video by Johnny Harris called "Shampoo Is a Lie" for me, and maybe it is for you too. This video, he goes and talks about the kind of whole history of shampoo and how heavily it's been marketed to certain groups more than other groups, and he goes into how he hasn't washed his hair for something like 7 years and his hair looks great. And he said he used to have all these problems with his scalp and now they've been solved. So I figured it was something worth looking into for me, someone who has a lot of scalp problems. So maybe shampoo is a scam. The Colgate Maroon News, it's an opinion piece, which a lot of these are just because the science isn't entirely in yet on this. So a lot of this is kind of back and forth opinions and personal experience because it doesn't work the same for everyone. So in their editor column, they say that shampoo is a scam. We're convinced through media and advertising that certain products are essential and must be bought in order to fit into society so that their hair could be healthier. So this has a long history, and I didn't get into it too deeply just because that would be a whole, I could do my whole dissertation on this. I'm not going to do that. But Hair Story History of Shampoo tells the history of shampoo pretty briefly through a timeline, and through the ages, people have used a lot of different substances in their hair for shampoo. The ancient Egyptians, all of these ancient peoples that we learn about in school, they all use some kind of something in their hair, generally once a week or once a month. 1898 was the first more modern shampoo, and in the 1970s, ads featuring hair icons assert that it is unhealthy not to shampoo several times a week, which this was super new because before that, people were only washing their hair maybe 2 or 3 times a week. There was just no need to do anything else. It doesn't smell bad, and when your natural hair oils are all balanced, in theory, everything should be able to maintain itself. It shouldn't look or smell gross or feel gross. And if it does feel gross, that is something that we've kind of created. They created a problem that they can sell you a product to solve. So the No Poo movement is an actual thing. There's a nopoomethod.com. And they talk about oil buildup and how, in theory, generally, what's posited as the reason, the need for shampoo is that your natural sebum oils, it's the oil on your scalp, build up, you need to wash those out. So in the 1930s, they started using sulfates, which is like soap, to get this oil out of the hair. The sulfates would attach to the oil and wash it out. Many people are skeptical, but the key to it is just like breaking the cycle. And it can even help with dandruff, according to their site. According to Healthline, atopic dermatitis, known as eczema, can be bothersome, especially on the scalp. Dry weather, household chemicals in shampoo or body wash, and allergens in the air can cause eczema to flare up. So you can see that if your shampoo has a lot of fragrances, if it has a lot of additives, it might be making your situation a lot worse. in 2016, the Washington Post posted an article that posited their skepticality because at the time, even now, there's not a lot of solid evidence saying that shampoo is detrimental, but there's also not a lot of evidence saying that it's super necessary in the first place. And on Healthline, they explore alternatives to using traditional shampoo. And this is what I'm doing right now. So, the alternative that I've chosen is to just condition and brush my hair like normal. Take occasional showers where I don't touch my hair and I just wash my body like normal. And essentially, trying to wash everything out and make sure everything kind of, I don't want anything gross building up, but my hair doesn't smell bad. I think it's been 3 or 4 days. I've been showering every day, but I just haven't been shampooing my hair. And it looks pretty nice, actually. I mean, it's really soft. It's a little bit greasy, but it's kind of nicer because it's not as dry. Even right now in this first week, which usually people don't get a lot of results until maybe the third week, my scalp feels less dry. So far, pretty good. There's a lot of other alternatives as well. You can use baking soda and apple cider vinegar, coconut oil, only water, anything. There's all of these different methods. They all have their own pros and cons. And so this is the one I'm trying. So this is under their article, What is No Poo? How does it work? And should you try it? So this whole movement, as some people call it, has been gaining popularity in the last 5-10 years. You don't see a lot of articles about this whole thing before 2013. People just weren't talking about it. It wasn't something really people thought about. And part of this has to do with, even the current resistance to this. There are people with a vested interest in making you believe that you need to use shampoo. There's people who bottle those products. There's people who own those products. All of these different things are working against you as the consumer to be knowledgeable. Rather, they want to fill a need that they've created. So, hopefully we'll see as time goes on, hopefully I'll see in my own head how this No Poo movement works, if it's a scam or not, if everything holds up, and if maybe we've all been scammed this whole time. Thank you.